All right, y'all, this video is real important. All right, this video is for anybody out there. It doesn't matter how old you are. So it goes for older people too, because they say the same thing when they in some beef. Basically when they mad at somebody and they want to hurt them. Listen, stop talking about spin the block. We're going to spin the block. No, you don't need to spin no block. How you going to live, love, laugh, and smile if you spinning the block? Taking somebody's life is basically what they saying. We about to go take somebody up out of here. We do not need to spin no blocks. You need to spin around in your room and get yourself dizzy so you can fall asleep and wake back up and realize you was just talking crazy. The minute y'all spin a block, y'all done took somebody's life. You didn't put him in this world, but you took him out. And now they got a room for you. Yeah, they got a free room, food, drink, and a bed. Food, drink, and a bed. Back to sleep, back up again. Back to sleep, back up again. Repeating the same thing until you can't take it no more. And realize, man, I'm in a slammer. All over spinning a block. Y'all, spin the block. Just taking people up out of here for what? What's your reason to take somebody's life? Now, I understand in certain situations, self-defense, home invasion, stuff like that, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm talking about just actually going out here, man. He looked at me wrong. He looked at me wrong. Let's go spin the block. Call the homies. Yeah, we're going to get this fool. Now he's a fool, and he about to be caught up with a surprise visit because y'all going to spin the block. And y'all going to knock him out his boots and take him up out of here. Back in the day, they used to fight. We had this conversation before. Back in the day, they used to fight. I don't care for fighting, and I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I never cared for fighting. Y'all can see my face. Do I look like I'm one that wants somebody to hit me in the face? No, I ain't got time for that, because when you fight, it don't prove nothing. I know the older generation would say, y'all going out there and knuckle that out, put them pistols down. I'ma say this to y'all, don't even duke it out, because I know somebody that was in a fight and somebody got the best of him. And he went to go handle some business after the fact. This is after the tussle. So keep in mind, just because they try to do this and they think that's just going to make the other person mad. And the other people that watch, they're going to be laughing. Now he really going to want to go spin the block. Spin the block, y'all. What they doing is jumping in this car. 4 or 5 of them going down the block. They spot where they at. They go back around. He gonna sit up on this corner. He gonna be there, and they gonna ambush him. And then the car gonna come back around, and they're gonna jump in the car and be out. You know, not spinning the block ain't no drive-bys no more. That was the movies. The movies did a lot of the drive-by, and that was in the movies. I promise y'all, it was the movies. You might have had a few drive-bys. You know, but now people walking up on you, they call it a walk down. You know, spin the block. Spin the block. They're going to be in the whip, the car, get to where they going, jump out that car, spin the block, get on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened? All you did was take somebody's life. You took somebody's daughter, you took somebody's son. Somebody's daughter and somebody's son. You took them out of here, y'all. Somebody's uncle, somebody's aunt. You expired them. As the GOAT T Electric say, you unalive somebody. Why? Why are y'all? It's not that serious. If it's money, you can always get money as long as you living. All right? They owe you some money. You gonna take their life because they owe you some money? Now you ain't never gonna get your money because you done took their life. Somebody embarrassed you. You want to take their life? Go on and embarrass them back if y'all, y'all call it, what you call it? Y'all roasting each other, capping, joking, cracking jokes on each other. But then sometimes that gets serious. So the best case is to let it slide. Don't slide around nobody's block and be sliding all up and down in their alleys talking about, I'm about to clap this fool. For what? Come on, y'all. They got the military. That's what the military is for. Y'all really like playing with them things? Ain't nothing wrong with playing with pistols at the shooting range. Learning how to use them. Oh, they do serve a purpose to protect yourself, but not to go deliberately go hurt somebody. But once again, they do have the military. Go on whatever branch you want. Before you mess your record up, go on into the military. Now you could be the biggest, baddest, toughest gunner in the world. And you ain't harming people on your own soil. Not saying taking any life is good, but you ain't hurting the people where you live. Spin the block. And then once you over there and you see a real war, you really gonna get tired of spinning blocks. Because that's when it's real. Bullets kill, y'all. They do. Some survive, but we ain't got to spin no block. Leave people alone. You did not make that man, that woman at all. You didn't put him here. You have no right to take him out of here. But y'all do it all the time. I'm going to spin the block. Yeah, we're going to end this fool. Like, for real, y'all? Cut it out. It's a lot. Look, they build jails every day. They build jails every day. You can't blame the ambulance. They don't care about picking up some shot victim that was involved in a gang shootout. I mean, I ain't saying it's a gang, but these two parties is busting guns at each other. And I mean, y'all really shooting at each other. One of y'all make it and one don't. You really think the ambulance people care about the one that made it? Why you think they get to the hospital and they be like, DOA, dead on arrival? You serious? They ain't trying to save y'all. Y'all know how to act. Then y'all in the hospital cry, oh, my homie, my dog, he gone. All y'all had to do was call off that war. All y'all had to do was, look, man, we ain't doing this no more. I mean, do y'all music, do y'all do whatever, man. Don't be out here banging on each other with pistols, taking each other's lives, trying to take that woman's life. That's somebody's daughter, whether she's 30, 40, 50, no matter what she did. Chill out, y'all. They build jails, man. They ain't got a problem with putting you in there. They ain't got a problem with putting you in there. So if you got a clean record and ain't never been to jail, why don't you go and apply for the military? They got awesome jobs over there. You could be out shooting guns out in the field, training other people how to use guns. You ain't got to go get a gun and go kill somebody for real. Oh, but then when the war does come, you'll know, because they'll say, everybody boot up, which is what you train for. Let's go, move them on out. Get on the choppers, we out of here. Getting them tank, y'all, it's on. Now it's really on. Now you're going to see, man, you know, y'all the ones pulling the trigger so you don't see the sadness happening in somebody else's family. Or you do, you just don't care. You need to care. Put yourself in their shoe. You got somebody. Now they're gone. Their family is just missing them. What if it happened to you? What if it happened to your kid? Your kid got hurt by some goon, you know, and then now you got to live with that. And then y'all got to understand it's never going to stop. Stop talking about we're going to spin the block. It's never going to stop. When these police see y'all on the corner and y'all acting all tough and all gangster and y'all holding on to those irons, man, the police got 1,000 irons and 1,000 units that can pull up and shut the block down. Y'all hold it down for a minute. Once they find out where them shots is coming from, they coming deep. Y'all ever notice when they say a officer got wounded, the whole platoon is coming. Ain't no whole platoon coming whenever y'all get gunned down. But the officers, yeah, put the guns down. Y'all live long. Stay here. We love y'all. Yeah, to y'all goons and y'all killers and murderers, I love y'all, man. We don't got to do this. That's crazy. Stop the violence. It is not serious. Spin the block. Like I said before, go spin around in your room until you get dizzy and fall on that bed and wake back up and say, man, I was dreaming. I was crazy to think I'm going to go spin the block. And when that homie of yours call you, you ready to spin the block? Nah, bruh. I done spun around enough in my room. I'm dizzy and tired. I think you should call it off too. Yeah. That's what should be done. Live, love, laugh, and smile, y'all. Stay blessed. We ain't spinning no block. Stop talking about spinning the block.